Got me yelling. I just be yelling, Mike. Alright, so it's qualifying day, it's a new day, and I want to give you guys a sneak peek at the Fun Haver Tour presented by Type-S. We got a brand new rig out here, so now we have the motorsports rig and the activation rig. It looks crazy, so I want to give you guys a quick walkthrough on the setup. You guys already know this car. This is the AutoZone sweepstakes car that is going to be going live at the end of May. It's an RTR Spec 2, it's pretty cool. And then I'm going to walk in and kind of give you guys a sneak peek at everything new going on in the rig. A bunch of super cool games. This is the Type-S reaction test where you guys can see who has a better reaction time. We've got a little AutoZone trivia back there. Got an oil changing game so you can change oil faster. All these cool displays. There's this new little lounge area, and we've got some simulators where whoever has the fastest times at the end of the day will win some stuff. And then we've got the whole new store set up too. Look at how legit this looks. What's up, Cody? How you doing?
Oh, welcome.
This looks so good, dude.
Like it?
Yeah, I love it. Look at this. So sick. Driving starts a little bit later in the day since it's a night event. Before I head over and jump into the team meeting, we've got a bunch of cool meetings that we do with the RTR crew. I want to show you our setup too. So we got the LZ booth over here, and we've got the Chaser where we're actually doing the sweepstakes in person for the first time, where if you spend $5 on merch here, you will get entered to win, as well as on the website. Car looks awesome. The G-Technic guys came out and got it cleaned up. If you guys don't know, it has their coating on it. Love their coatings. Duarte's got his car here, and the Drift HQ setup is looking sick. All the new branding, new tents. Thank you guys for cleaning up the cars, appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys are the man. Yeah, so it's pretty sick. Got a bunch of stuff. I love how legit it looks. Got through with our engineering meeting. One of the things I love to do is go through the map with the guys. Chelsea usually has a lot of really good tips for the chase. There's a few areas that I knew I struggled with in the past. There's a couple little things to keep in mind, but overall, I actually feel we're pretty good with this layout. I've driven here multiple times in Pro 2 and Pro 1, and I know all the points I need to look for. For me, this is a track that really reinforced having my visual marks, because I wasn't looking in the right areas and the car wasn't going in the right spots in track. But after our meeting, I'm feeling really good, and I'm stoked to go out for practice. Off to the driver's meeting. This is what makes Andy look, man.
Three-wheel, bro! Three-wheel!
We're about to head out the track. I'm feeling really good about this one. Just coming in from that last Clutch Kickers win, understanding the car better and having that practice to kind of try a couple different things. I'm really excited for today's practice. I don't know what clicked, but I feel like when I was driving my E36 at Clutch Kickers, my mindset kind of changed with competitive drifting. Before, I used to drive a lot, I don't want to say with my heart, but just I've driven so much in fun environments that usually repetition is where I build my skill. In Formula Drift and in competitions where you don't get a lot of practice laps, like here we'll probably have a total of 6 laps going into qualifying. You just have to be able to be on your point right out the gate. So I've been driving a lot more with tactic and a lot more methodically, like memorizing points on the track, which is something I've done, but I've done it casually, where now I'm taking it a lot more seriously, both at Clutch Kickers and here, and it seems to be helpful. So it really helps having such a sick team and a car that just does exactly what we need it to all the time. But I feel like the missing piece that I needed, I've been able to gather over the past couple of drifting days, and I feel pretty good going into this.
Alright, rolling up, doing our burnout. I've got my mic in this car for the first time ever. I don't know how it's going to sound, but we shall see. I'm really excited to drive this course. It's all about visual references on this track, so I just got to make sure I'm looking where I want to go, and we should be good. It's going to take me a little while to figure out how I like initiating on this thing. Definitely a bit different. So the first run I'm probably going to take a little bit slower on the run up, just focus on getting the rest of the course mastered, and then really focus on getting my entry dialed later on. This bad entry will ruin the rest of the lap at this track. Gotta remember too, it's NA, so I gotta pick up the throttle hard full. I can't just pussyfoot it. Turbo cars I can be way more partial throttle, where this thing, like if I'm not floored, it doesn't do the thing. Alright. Handbrake there. Not bad for my first lap. Definitely some stuff to work on, but I'm pretty happy. Hey, just so you guys know what happened on that lap, I had a big warning on the dash that said over RPM, and I thought it said oil pressure, so it kind of distracted me. In addition to that, when I went to go in a third, it didn't go in a third coming up the hill. Alright guys, getting a redemption on this chase. Even if that dash lights up, I'm going to ignore it. I just got a little scared because I thought the over rev said oil pressure. Lap. I'm gonna push my zones back a little bit, and I can enter a little later and handbrake a little bit later coming up the hill, and we'll see what that does to the rest of the run, baby. Castro gonna do the same thing as before. Just know my marks a little bit better now in the chase position, so got some fun. Good. I don't know what happened there. I just felt like maybe, did I have that much less angle in that area? Maybe I had less grip. I just felt like the car was super loose in that area. I don't think I lifted, did I? All right, here we go. Do another lead. I know on that last one, I think part of it was too big of a flick. I also think another part of it was having a little bit less angle to the steering wobble. So just gotta be mindful of that coming down the hill so I don't snap too much. Felt super loose on that one. Coming up the hill, I handbraked earlier than I had before, and it just felt like I wasn't slowing down at all. I don't know what's going on.
A lot of changes with the car. I went flying off track one time, so we added some more grip to the car, and then I think my brain also on the last run wound up making me stop sooner to try to not do that. So that combined with having more grip in the car, I just overcompensated and was way too shallow that zone. For sure the trickiest part of the track because you're kind of coming in blind when you're coming up the hill. So I just got to make sure when I go to do this qualifying lap, push a little bit deeper and can just have some faith in the car to slow me down. And everywhere else on track feels great. I feel great on initiation. I feel great through the keyhole coming down the track. I just gotta master that point, and I think I can do really well at qualifying here. So I'm stoked. I'm usually not feeling like this going into qualifying, so good track for me. And I got chase practice too, which is awesome. I usually don't before qualifying here.
Yo, I can't wait to see the foot cam. Over in the top of the hill, my foot missed the clutch pedal. I almost straightened there. Ugh.
Adam LZ here. That fade, got the signature LZ fade. Let's see what Adam LZ's got for us. Here we go, Adam LZ, the RTR, Ford Mustang, Nitto tires. See how he initiates, nice job of the AutoZone Ford Mustang. Really tight to that front clip, nice job there. Past that touch and go, powering up into the first outside, now the second outside zone. Got kind of the middle of it, bogging down. Those Type S lights looking awesome. Little mohawk on the roof. Little double hawk for Adam LZ. The Type S lights are on. Ooh, takes out that front clip. That was a pretty solid run there for Adam LZ. See what he's got. And like I said, just blowing up the internet when he hit the track. And LZ with an 80, so an 8-0. You can see missing a lot of style points there. I'm kind of, who's style judge? All right, Chris Ewell, big Ford guy now.
So style is comprised of initiation, transitions, and X factor. So I could see the transitions maybe losing a couple of points. X factor as well, maybe it wasn't approaching the outside edges of the track with confidence. You know, it wasn't really, it wasn't a super exciting run. It was one of those runs that was a little bit safer, trying to put points on the board.
All right, I'm actually happy because I thought that run was way worse. I don't know if you guys could hear it from my in-car, but I made some weird mistakes. Like, I was really good coming up the hill, and then that area, I actually slowed down and got in the zone how I needed to. My foot slipped off the clutch pedal, and my timing was kind of weird, and it caused a weird correction. And I was so worried about that, I feel like I was looking at the floor rather than the inner clip. So I washed out there, and then coming down the hill, I was just all jumbled up and hit that last inner. So overall, I'm super happy with an 80 considering, but moreover, it's just qualifying, and there's no real point in winning qualifying. And tomorrow, I feel pretty good going into it, already having some decent tandem practice and understanding the tools of the cars better. So definitely could have been worse, definitely could have been better, but it's just qualifying. All right, qualifying day's over. We just learned that we had a little bit of a mic issue on the GoPro. I swear, mics are so temperamental. Get it? Yeah, like story of my life. I've had so many like cool videos get lost because of GoPro audio failing. But thankfully we have backup audio sources, and I think it was good enough with the car running. It just didn't get my, I know you guys really like the in-car mic, and I was trying to talk through stuff. I think I tried to dub over some stuff. I don't know because the video hasn't been edited yet. Overall, some stuff happened, and I made some progress through the day, and I feel better than I ever have on this track, and I feel better than I ever had in the chase. So I'm really excited to go into tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do really, it's weird, like I wanna hype myself up and I wanna say I'm gonna win and I'm gonna do really well, but I don't wanna jinx myself, but I also don't wanna like not sound confident. I feel really good, we'll leave it at that. And the Welch's, I think it's Welch's, like the gummy snacks when you're a kid, the like Rust-Oleum blue ones, okay, but you're like never left like super satisfied. When you have the different color ones, right? Or you get like the peach, the peach one. I think this bag was like the light green. Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the Rust-Oleum blue.
You know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah.
This is the island fruits. These things are straight bar right now. Yo, thanks for watching the video and entering the Chaser giveaway. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's competition day. We started off on a great note. We had a little trick to get up to grid early because, before we went up on the track with everyone else, we got grid locked because there's like a rule about when you, whatever. I'm stoked. I'm gonna get some chase practice. First lap.
I didn't
Following my boy Dan.
I'm on the way.
Okay.
Can't wait.
You're going down
What's
there
up,
from
guys?
here.
We're gonna tandem.
Oh yeah, we're gonna tandem. Let's do this.
Also, what else was I going to say about today? So, oh yeah, I want to remind you guys, I'll have a link in the description. Get your Hyperfest tickets. Me, Chelsea, and Vaughn are all going to be driving out there in the demo cars. It's going to be a blast. I'm excited. The Mustangs always looks like so much fun on that track, so I'm super stoked for it. Gonna go out, practice, have some fun, and get it done.
guys, we're about to chase Meyer. We don't have a lot of data on him or how he's been driving, so just gonna do what we can and follow him the best that we can and try to learn things that we can take in a battle with Forsberg. It sounds like Castro's old car. I think it might be. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's that same 4-cylinder. It behaves a lot like his car did too. It's gotta be his old car. Yo, I think the nitrous is stuck. What do I do? I turned the car off. I'm coasting. I don't know what you want me to do. The nitrous pressure is going up. Do you want me to try to drive it? Maybe it's just the throttle stuck. I think I'll be fine. I was off throttle and the car was still going, like I had a stuck throttle or something.
Definitely not stoked. I was hoping to get a lead run in practice. A couple cars went off track, slowed down the process a bit. And then the 2 chase runs that I did get were basically throwaways, because the 2 cars had some issues leading. Not where I wanted to be going into competition. However, the car feels great. It feels like I can put it where I need to. I've just got to pull everything together for this battle. So even though this is the first battle, I got to go out like it's the finals. Forsberg's not going to be a slouch whatsoever. But like I've said, we've beaten him before. I know we can beat him again. Just got to put down the best chase I can since we're chasing first, and then do a solid lead and see what it does.
Alright guys, going against Forsberg, there's a couple areas I got to watch out for. He's real tight on the inner clips, so in those areas the plan is to kind of hang back a little bit, so that way for the following corners I have a nice run and can get my car up to speed. If I try to dive in with him, I'll either be way too inside or I'll run into some issues with not being able to keep up in the rest of the track. Boop boop doo. Gonna go fast and do the thing. I think one of the most challenging things about four-wheel drift is just like having to, you know, chill, not be in the zone, and then go out and just throw down a heater. All right, I got it. Just gotta enter at the 2, give him some space, let her eat. Just gotta get on throttle, follow him up, handbrake, don't overrow the angle. Boo, 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 boo. We got this. Let's give him hell. Yo, he was so slow on the run-up that I fell out of the power band in 4th. Yeah, I bogged the motor a lot too coming around inner clip for the first time ever. I've never bogged it, but there I don't know, maybe just because he's so slow and so inside there, I kind of had some hiccups going into that area, but I guess I'll just do the best lead I can and see what it does.
And let's see what goes down here between Forsberg and Adam LZ. Coming on down the chute, Chris Forsberg will lead. Forsberg qualified 12th compared to Adam LZ 21st. Forsberg initiates. Adam LZ drops back a little bit. Forsberg pulling away in that VR-powered Nissan Z. Into that second outside zone, gets all the way out there. One of the Fun Haver teams, Adam LZ, comes now out of the horseshoe and past that inside cliff. So LZ About a car length distance behind. Would love to see him a little bit closer there, but a great run from Forsberg up front.
Yeah, I love this initiation here from Forsberg. Gets the car to angle, coming down towards inside clip 1. Beautiful job there. Right here is where Adam LZ will make a bit of a mistake and drop a tire on that downhill touch and go as he's coming up. You can see there that Forsberg does a great job on zone 2, but Adam LZ does not get out to outside zone 2, and he is falling behind there in proximity, so he's taking the tighter line and he's still not able to gain more proximity by doing so. And you'd hope that if you're making those sacrifices, it is to gain that proximity, and unfortunately he's not able to in his chase run against Chris Forsberg.
Yeah, guys, so I don't know if you heard my radio, but I f***ed up. I kind of lost my speed on entry. I should have entered a little bit later, so I was slow there, and he just got the run on me. Felt real good about everywhere else on track. I lost that gap in the beginning, and I couldn't make it up safely without blowing off track, you know? Not stoked. He's gonna make it up on the lead. Yeah, I was worried about slowing too much in that area, but I was also worried about flying off track since I didn't get any practice going to that area. And the car has a lot of grip. The car felt great, but I just definitely played it a little too cautious in that area. But overall, I'm happy with my lead. You know, I feel like it's an 8 out of a 10 compared to my best lead, and I'm sure he got the win on that. It sucks, but yeah, guys, so if you're listening to this, definitely bummed. You know, it's not like before in the past where I feel like I was making these wild mistakes, flying off track, crashing into people. I feel real composed in the car, but a situation like that, it's weird, you know? And I wish I could have more practice and I can do more laps, but the team gave me the best car. I feel like I don't want to say I drove my best, but I did what I needed to do. I just entered too far back. Annoying. I was really confident going in this battle too. Overall though, the car, like, I feel so much more confident driving this car than I've ever felt driving my S15. It does everything that it needs to do, and I know it's competitive. I just got to figure out all these little tools to do what I got to do. But at least we got Orlando coming up. I know Orlando, I know the track, I know the games, I know the tricks. I felt real good at this course, but I'm just rambling at this point, but either way. What's funny too is I knew that I slowed down too much, and or I handbrake too early, so I was actually like using very little foot brake on initiation for that reason, but it's still, I just slowed down way too early. I didn't have enough speed.
LZ and that AutoZone Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5D on Nitto tires. Chris Forsberg, NOS energy drink. All new Nissan Z. Adam LZ coming down the chute, initiating almost identically as LZ throws it down. Forsberg, you saw him, really good proximity there, almost had to check up. Big angle from LZ, big angle guy. Now flicks it around past that BC Racing front clip, exiting out of the horseshoe. LZ, big angle again, look at that. Forsberg keeping that proximity there all the way through. Looked exciting, but overall, I think just Forsberg is just a little more dominant there, Ryan. And yeah, I think that's where Forsberg was just a little more dominant. I mean, a great effort there by Adam LZ, but he's going against a veteran, and that's 19 years Chris Forsberg has been coming here. That shows a lot. So Chris Forsberg gets the win, knocking out Adam LZ.
All right, hot take with Chelsea. Chelsea, if you could explain where I went wrong and what happened, what's your take?
Let's start with the good.
All right.
The whole chase was really, really good. It was just a little step back. Your lead run was where you needed to be everywhere besides outer Zen 2. The most important thing was, like, during your chase, even though there was a gap created, you stayed on target, were smooth, and you did gain on him, which is tough because he's fast as hell. The things for improvement were just timing related things, and I think a lot of that's just like getting used to the chassis and the circumstances. Just interclip 1, you fired off a little late. I know he ran in slow, and messed up your timing a little bit, that happens, and that's how you win or lose in this sport, unfortunately. It's not like road racing where you get a bunch of laps.
It's true.
You do one lap, you make any mistake, you lost.
I think that's the biggest challenge that I've come to face with FD is just the little amount of practice. And I'm not saying it like a negative thing. Obviously everyone has to deal with it, but it's just so different. And I think that at the last Clutch Kickers separated the boys from the men in the sense that we had no practice because of weather and everything. And because of FD, I was a little bit more used to that. But in FD, it's still like a way bigger shock with how gnarly these cars are.
Yeah, exactly. And like the lead car can do such small things. It looks like such a small thing from the outside, but there's basically, it's so drastic because there's so much grip. A little handbrake pull, a little left foot brake, an adding of angle, and all of a sudden your car's like lawn darting in other directions.
Yeah.
The cars are so tight, it's tough.
I'm really happy with how the car drives, and overall, if I could change one thing, it would have been just handbraking a little bit later. I'm happy that I missed that outer zone at the top of the hill because I would have rather missed it and had him mess up or something than me go flying off at zero.
Our golf cart is than everyone else.
Yeah, Chelsea modded our golf cart. Another thing too, thinking in retrospect, I just need to qualify better and then I'll have easier first battles and easier brackets, and then I won't run into situations like this. So next round's Orlando. I know that track, so I'm feeling good about it. Alright, so closing statement for this elongated video with not the results that I wanted. Chelsea and Vaughn have both continually reminded me that, you know, they both have the outlook of the season, that knowing that it would take me a bit to get comfortable with the car. You know, Chelsea didn't come out swinging and winning his first rounds in the Mustang, and it takes time to adapt, but I feel like I had what it would have taken to win this event. I don't feel like there was any part of me that was like, oh, the car did this weird and that's why I did X, Y, and Z. I feel really comfortable in the car. I feel better than I ever have, and I'm super stoked going into Orlando. Home track. I've already turned laps with this car there. I feel really comfortable on banks after Clutch Kickers, where before I had no tandem practice on banks in my mind. I just like hated banks. Now I love them, and I'm stoked. So I'll see you guys in Orlando. But before that, I'll see you guys at Hyperfest next weekend. I'm going out there. Me, Vaughn, and Chelsea, 3 of our demo cars. I'm getting a new demo car. Actually, I think Vaughn gets a new demo car. Long story. I'm getting his old demo car. I'm still stoked to have a demo car. But Vaughn gets a new demo car. It's a long story. Did I mention it's a long story? Thank you guys for watching.
You think about those gummy bears again?
The Rust-Oleum blue, dude.
When you said